Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Joe with JC Baseball Collector coming back at you with another video. Today, I've got a kind of 2-for-1 situation. Two of my BaseballCardPedia set of the month pickups. So I didn't do one for May. The May BaseballCardPedia set of the month was 2012 Heritage, which is actually a pretty cool set. Cards are really expensive right now. It had Mike Trout's first Heritage card. He did not have one in 2011 when he was a rookie. I was thinking of, at first I looked at what boxes would cost. Hobby boxes are $600-700. It just, couldn't do that. Retail boxes were, $200 for like a blaster box was some astronomical number. They're selling single packs on eBay for like $70, which is just foolish. Stuff like that. So, that wasn't in the cards. I was thinking about picking up the Trout. They were selling for like $125 for just the Trout card, ungraded. Some of them were in pretty rough shape. It took a little bit of wear. I was having trouble bringing myself around to doing that as well. So I kind of just let it get away from me. We trickled into June. I just wasn't going to do anything. Harper also has a rookie, I believe, in the high number set. He has an auto. Those are extremely expensive as well. I don't really collect Harper. So, I said, I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll find like a nice Yankee card from the set just to buy, just to, kind of keep the tradition going. And then about midway through June, I found this one listed on eBay. It was not $15. I got it cheaper than that. I don't know why that sticker's on there. But it's a Derek Jeter Heritage Chrome from the 2012 set. This is, obviously later in his career. I actually think he had a renaissance year in 2000. Was it 2012? No, it was 2011 when he hit that 297 year. But the Chromes, this one is numbered to 1963. So it was a pretty cool card. It was numbered. It was Jeter. It's one of my guys. I collect him. It's one of my primary PCs. I saw the Chrome pop up on eBay, and I was like, you know what? That's going to be my 2012 Heritage purchase. Just couldn't bring myself to spend the money on the Trout, and so that's what I decided to do. The same seller was selling some other nice Yankee stuff, so I decided just to pick it up as part of a lot. I figured I'd show it to you guys as part of this video. This was a Spectra. Looks like some sort of Prism. What year is this from? 2020. So it's a 2020 Spectra Prism Relic of Gleyber Torres. Just thought it was pretty cool looking. I don't have really any Spectra stuff in my collection. Little to none. So I saw it was just a few bucks, so I picked it up. He had this Aaron Judge 2019 certified, number to 25. I guess it's considered a red. The logo up there at the top corner is red. The sides are red. His name is red, so I assume this is a, Panini must number their reds to 25. So I thought that one was pretty cool. Same deal. Don't really have much certified in my collection. And Judge is one of my main guys. So I said, yep, let me pick up that one too. And then a pretty nice card here was a W. Garcia 70 Years of Baseball rookie card autograph. So not numbered or anything. Don't believe I have this one. I'd have to go back and look at my Yankees auto box. I don't think I picked this up earlier in the year or got it in a trade or anything. But I like W. Garcia. I think he'll be decent for the Yankees. And same deal. It wasn't particularly expensive. I think I got all this stuff for like $40 maybe or less, and kind of given current prices, I didn't think that was particularly bad. This Devi sells for like $20 by itself, and most of the other Jeters I saw listed were over $20, and I got him down I think under 10 on that one. So really not too shabby. I can't remember, like I said, exactly what I spent on the lot, but it wasn't very much for what it is. So to get a number parallel of a main PC guy, or a cool special relic, an autograph of my team, and then the kind of tradition extender of the Derek Jeter 2012 Heritage, I thought that was pretty good. Which brings us to the other half of this, which is going to be the longer part of this video, which is the June 2021 BaseballCardPedia set of the month, which is 2003 Fleer Flair. So I think Flair was kind of Fleer's higher end release, nicer set. Back in 2003, they had some, cool stuff in here. They were pumping out some relics and things like that. The hobby boxes of this on eBay were going for like $250 to $300, which I don't know, they were guaranteed like 4 relics, but I don't really know that the relics that come out of this really hold a ton of value. And then I just so happened to come across, after, you know, a few weeks of looking, this 24 pack, 5 cards per pack. I guess this is a retail box. So it says, look out for the sweet swatch memorabilia. Obviously, your odds are longer on this being retail. You know, may or may not get even a single hit as opposed to the, I think, 4 guaranteed in hobby. But even still, I thought this would be a pretty cool thing to open. Never opened any Flair, at least to my knowledge, even as a kid. So why don't we get into it, see what it's all about. So it's 5 cards per pack, it's 24 packs. You know, I'll try to move through it relatively quickly so that we're not here all night. We actually might have something decent in this first pack, I can't tell. That might be an advertisement. So here's what they look like. Not even entirely sure who kind of the big names in this are as far as rookies and things go. So we'll find out together. We got Darren Erstad, Aubrey Huff, Randy Wynn. Looks like that's just some sort of spacer. Joe Randa. And looks like we got a little stickage here. A nice Roger Clemens. Very cool. No, Roger Clemens probably isn't everyone's favorite. But, you know, he was pretty good for my Yankees. Can't complain. So I'm venturing to guess we're going to get 2 of those propaganda cards in every single pack. So we'll have to work our way around. So we got Randy Johnson. Mark Pryor. Loved Mark Pryor when he was coming up. It's really too bad that he just like never stayed healthy. Maglio Ordonez. That Fleer card. That other Fleer off the back. We got Hideo Nomo. And a Mark Teixeira. Early in his career. I think this is early career Teixeira. When did he bust in? This might be a rookie card. Yeah, this is probably a Mark Teixeira rookie. I'm gonna sleeve this one. I loved Mark Teixeira when he was with the Yanks, so that's a first year Mark Teixeira as far as I'm concerned. Very nice. So maybe we could luck up and get ourselves a relic or something. If not, that's still okay. It's a pretty cool looking set for sure. Andrew Jones. It's an early career Albert Pujols, so I guess a 3rd year. I believe 2001 was his rookie. Jimmy Rollins. That's an early Jimmy Rollins, too. Yeah, third or 4th year. Jim Thome with the Phils. And Ivan Rodriguez when he was with the Fish. Forgot about that he played. Actually, no, I knew that. I think he won a World Series with them. I think it was 2003, actually. They beat the Yankees. Now that I think about it. There's a Sammy Sosa. Luis Gonzalez. Broke my heart in 2001 with that little bloop single. Paul LaDuca, who I believe is like a horse guy now. He like bets on horses and things. Pretty prominent in that community. Josh Beckett and my guy Derek Jeter, very nice. Pop him up on a stand next to himself from 2012 Heritage. So these are pretty nice cards. I can see why they were kind of higher end back in the day. I mean, according to this box, these were only $2 a pack at the time, retail. You know, that's because you weren't getting anything too crazy out of them, but and retail was always a bit cheaper. But this is a pretty cool release nonetheless. You got some sort of just paper checklist. It's not even the same card stock as a regular card. Who do we have here? It's hard to read. I'm getting a little bit of glare off of my light. Rodrigo Lopez, Robbie Alomar, who I think got himself in trouble again with some sort of assault or something. Larry Walker, and a little stickage, Noma, and Kurt Schilling, the bloody sock. So, I mean, I like doing this. You know, I know a lot of people here, you know, are into the modern stuff, but I always think it's fun to kind of go back in time like this once in a while, once a month, however often, and, you know, check out a set that I've never seen before, you guys have never seen before. I just, you know, I think it keeps things pretty interesting. There's Jeff Kent. We got a Torrey Hunter, Troy Gloss, Craig Biggio, and a Cliff Floyd with the Mets. So yeah, like I said, I don't think I've ever opened Flair in my life. You know, even when I was younger, I'm not even sure what years they produced it. You know, obviously Fleer went out of business. Sorry, I just got a little mess going over to the side of me. We got a Barry Zito. That's early Barry Zito as well. I think he came in around 2001. Yeah, 2000. So it's early career Zito. Yeah, it's a nice Ichiro. I always loved Ichiro, especially with the Mariners. You know, obviously later in his career he fell off a little bit, but always loved him. And we're starting to see some duplicates with the Biggio and Cliff Floyd there. Who do we have here? Josh Phelps. Josh Phelps. I played baseball with a guy in college named Josh Phelps. He was not very good. I think that was his name. Yeah. Sammy Sosa, Luis Gonzalez, more Fleer propaganda, Orlando Cabrera, and a Mike Sweeney. Yeah, that's pretty funny. I didn't realize there was a professional named Josh Phelps. I definitely played with a guy. I think he was a year or two younger than me. He was a catcher. Didn't have a particularly strong arm. Hope he's not watching this video. He probably thinks I'm a jerk. He'll probably figure out who I am. But I highly doubt that he'll ever see this. But Paul Aduca and some more duplicates. Jeff Jenkins. There's a Jeff Bagwell. Shout out to LSU Maniac. Big Jeff Bagwell fan. Just Astros fan in general, but I know he really likes bags. There's a nice Jorge Posada, one of my all-time favorites and favorites growing up. Barry Larkin, shout out to Professor Collector. A little Mike Piazza action there. Get these off to the side. Edgardo Alfonso, after he left the Mets and went to the Giants. And then a Lance Berkman, the big Puma. So what are you guys thinking of this set so far? Definitely, definitely leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you like these kind of throwbacks. I'm going to continue doing them anyhow, but definitely curious what you guys think of them. There's Greg Maddux. Vladdy Daddy. His son is just taking the league by storm right now. That is a Aramis Ramirez. Michael Kadire. And Kaz Sasaki. So I think this is a smaller set. I think it's only 135 cards in the base set. There are some short prints and numbered things. Wouldn't even know how to notice them in real time unless it was like super obvious, like a totally different color, or the numbering was right on the front of the card. Because like I said, this is my first time ever seeing this stuff as well. Eric Chavez, Tom Glavine with the Mets, A-Rod. This must have been his first year. I think this was his first year with this was his last year, I believe, with the Rangers. Shahil Mirand and Joe Burkhardt. I think 2003 was A-Rod's last year with the Rangers, and then he came over to the Yanks in 2004, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because he signed that big contract, I think, in 2001. Spent 3 years. Spent 3 years in Texas? That sounds right to me. Matt Morris, I always really liked this guy growing up. Kerry Wood, another guy. Him and Pryor, just as a 1-2 punch, like, could have been so special. Hesop Choi. Him and Pryor, yeah, they could have just been so special. Richie Saxon, he was tall. Saxon, let's see if it says it on here. Yeah, 6'8". He was big. He was a big, lanky first baseman. Struck out a lot. Had a bit of power. He was tall like Judge, but he was like very skinny. He wasn't big and built like that, but he was a decent player. But yeah, Wood and Pryor, they could have been super special if they didn't have all the injury problems. I mean, two of just the great talents. Incredible curveballs, both of them. It's just too bad. They could have been just a monster 1-2 punch for like a decade, and it just didn't work out. And no, this is right. This is the front. Bobby Abreu, Carlos Delgado. There's another Barry Zito. Phil Nevin, who's now the Yankees' third base coach, and Eric Hinsky. So there may be some other rookies and things in here that I haven't noticed. I just happen to know that Teixeira came into the league right around this time. That's why I looked. But no one of particularly notable name yet that I've noticed. So Preston Wilson with the Rockies. We got Omar Vizquel. Scott Rowland. So two guys who may be Hall of Famers someday. Another Orlando Cabrera and a Mike Sweeney. I would agree with Rowland. Not a big Omar Vizquel guy. Probably wouldn't put him in if I was a voter. Actually, I would definitely not put him in. He just doesn't do it for me. His offense just is lacking. I think his defense was obviously very special, but he's just not my cup of tea. Rowland, I think, is a phenomenal player, one of the best defensive third basemen I've ever seen, and he could hit. Did it well for two teams, Phillies and the Cardinals. He's a guy that I would probably vote for. Another Ichiro, no doubt, Hall of Famer there. Sean Green, there's that Josh Phelps again. Poor guy that I just was talking crap about. Jason Giambi, the Giambino. Ah, very nice. Ken Griffey Jr. Can't beat that. That's my other guy right there. So I think by 03, Ripken was retired. So my kind of three big guys growing up were Griffey, Jeter, and Ripken. So Griffey and Jeter in this set are probably the two biggies that I'm going to pull, you know, assuming we don't get any hits, which I assume we will not because it's retail. We got Sean Burroughs. I think he was like a big Little League World Series star when he was younger, if it's the guy I'm thinking of. Jeff Burroughs, his father, I think was a better player than him too, major leaguer. Burn baby Burn, another Jorge, Jeff Jenkins, and another Jeff Bagwell. All right, so one more stack after this pack. We should be able to get out of here in under 20 minutes. And I got quite the mess to clean up here. A lot of packs that I threw on the ground as I'm opening them up. There's another Barry Larkin. Got a few of those. Gonna have to throw it in a little package to Professor Collector. Maddox, Javi Vasquez, who always just drove people crazy. Was he good or was he not? I mean, he was just one of those guys who looked like he had all the talent in the world. And he did. He had really good stuff, but he just, you know, couldn't ever really quite figure it out. One year he'd look unstoppable, then, you know, he'd come to the Yankees and look terrible. Oh, there he is again. But there was just so many guys like that who just, you know, looked like they were just unreal, and then, you know, the next year it looked like they never picked up a baseball. Larry Walker, Jeff Kent, like I said, we're seeing a lot of duplicates now. Torrey Hunter, Vasquez again, and a Carlos Pena. This might be early Carlos Pena as well. This may be a Carlos Pena rookie card. I'll have to look and see if 2003 is considered his rookie card year. Oops, sorry about that. Get all the Fleer propaganda and checklist and things out of there. But yeah, like I was saying, this is a 135 card set, so what, at 25 cards a pack, 24 packs, you're probably not going to complete the set. Yeah, am I doing that math right? You might come close, but not with duplicates. Preston Wilson, so you're getting a lot of dupes. Vizquel again. Junior Spivey. Jeez, I remember this guy. Man, I'm surprised he made the set. And there's a Chipper Jones. Shout out to my man Coach over at Village Breaks. I've definitely been thinking of him a lot lately. I can't believe Junior Spivey made this set. I mean, it's a smaller set. It seems like they kind of picked out a lot of top names. Junior Spivey doesn't quite fit that mold. We got the Scott Rowland again. Sean Burroughs. Bernie again. Definitely seeing some dupes and some stickage. Adam Kennedy. And there's Mr. Barry Bonds. Very nice. No, he's not everyone's cup of tea, but he's still just one of the all-time greats. I saw somebody post something on Twitter recently about how Bonds' stretch run from like 1990 to 97 or 98, I think 98, was like based on like WAR and a couple other stats, was like as good as Griffey's entire career, which is unreal because I mean just Griffey's the man and he had such a phenomenal career. There's a Pedro, Adam Dunn, Big Donkey. Is this Adam Dunn rookie? No, it's their second or third year. Lieberthal, Jason Kendall, Rich Aurelia. But yeah, I mean Bonds even before the kind of just like astronomical like monster years where he was just going crazy from like 99 to 03, 04. You know, hitting home runs out of the park where his head grew like 20 sizes. Just like that stretch in the 90s. The fact that it like stacks up statistically with Griffey's entire career is just, you know, something else. There's a nice Pat Burrell. Always liked Pat the Bat. Ben Grieve, he was supposed to be the next big thing, and he didn't quite pan out that way. There's an Alfonso Soriano. I think his rookie's in 2000 or 2001. Frank Thomas. He was a big favorite of mine when I was younger as well. And then a Todd Helton. All right, everyone. Last pack. Don't think we're going to come in quite under 20 minutes, but for those of you who stuck around the entire time, I really appreciate it. Doesn't look like we're going to have any hits in this box. But for the price, I couldn't beat it. I mean, it's much better than the, you know, $280 that a hobby box would have cost. I think this was like $60. And it's just, you know, a fun little thing to do. So they had a Miguel Tejada in there, Manny being Manny. We had Tony Bautista, who had one of just the all-time batting stances, doing intimidate when you're doing, or intimidate? No, that's the wrong word. Imitate. Imitate when you're playing wiffle ball. And then we'll close it out with a J.D. Drew. Early. Nope, not that early. He was a rookie in the 90s. J.D. Drew. So some of the top cards, we had the Teixeira rookie, we had the Griffey, we had a Jeter. So a couple of pretty cool ones. And then, of course, my Jeter from the 2012 Heritage, which is our May set of the month. So, like I said, June set of the month, Fleer Flair 2003. So a pretty cool set. Definitely can't complain. I'm glad I opened that box. And the May set of the month, 2012, Topps Heritage. Another cool set for you to check out if you are a big Mike Trout fan, a big Harper fan. Maybe go pick up their first Heritage cards out of that set. Cost you a pretty penny, but, you know, maybe it's just one you have to have for your collection. All right, everybody. I really appreciate you sticking around. I know this was a little bit of a longer video, but, you know, to double admission or whatever they call it, 2 for the price of 1. two months of throwback sets in one. So thanks as always. Have a great night. Hit that subscribe button. Toss me over a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next week. Take care. Bye-bye.